Welcome to Sugar House, Utah, a vibrant, historic, and downright charming neighborhood in Salt Lake City that's perfect for anyone looking to explore the local culture, enjoy the outdoor activities, and savor some of the best bites in town. If you're new to the area or visiting from out of state, here is a fun, engaging map tour that will highlight some must-see spots in Sugar House. Locals and potential new residents are particularly concerned with maintaining the unique blend of the old and the new that makes Sugar House attractive while ensuring that the neighborhood remains livable and accessible. Questions often revolve around whether the area's infrastructure can handle the increased density, how property values are going to be affected, and what the future holds for this historic, significant, and culturally rich neighborhood. As Sugar House continues to grow in popularity, there is significant interest in how new developments, such as these high-rise apartments and commercial spaces that are impacting the community's character, traffic flow, and congestion, and housing affordability. Thinking about moving to Salt Lake City? Let me give you a little taste of what makes this place so special. It's not just about the mountains, although they are breathtaking. What is your most important need in a city? Leave me a comment below. I am happy to respond and guide you to explore Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. Picture this, you're enjoying a sunny day at one of the cleanest and happiest cities in the United States, surrounded by stunning mountains, and within a quick drive, you can either hit world-class skiing slopes in the winter, or you can hike, bike, picnic, and canyoneer in the fall, spring, and summer, or just explore a vibrant downtown filled with culture, food, and fun. Sounds intriguing, right? That's Salt Lake City for you. With a population of just over 200,000, Salt Lake City boasts a unique blend of outdoor adventure and urban living. You'll find 222 days, more or less, of sunshine a year, but be prepared because the city loves to keep you on your toes when it comes to its unpredictable weather. It's not uncommon to wear shorts in January and wake up to snow in June. If you love the outdoors, you will love Utah. Whether it's hiking iconic spots like Mount Olympus, skiing at world-renowned resorts like Snowbird, or enjoying a Sugar House Park for a lazy afternoon picnic, you'll never run out of things to do. And let's not forget the proximity to Park City, home of the famous Sundance festivals. Downtown Salt Lake is bustling with life, from the art scene to major sports events and quirky local cafes and eateries. It's got something for everyone. Utah is consistently ranked as one of the happiest cities in the country. No wonder why people are flocking here. So if you're considering a move, you'll not only find an amazing lifestyle, but also a welcoming, diverse community ready to explore. Salt Lake City just might be the perfect match for your next chapter. After watching this map video, if you want to know more, I have a driving around town video that will give you a little tour of Sugar House. It'll give you a nice feel for how the neighborhoods look, flow, and feel. You will see many homes that include major additions to meet the needs of the owners. So let's explore. Okay, so I thought it would be nice for you to see on a map where Sugar House is located. So I've pulled up the map of Salt Lake City, and you can see that it's outlined in red. Sugar House is actually just a neighborhood. It's not a city, but locals call it Sugar House, and you probably think it is a city. It is within the Salt Lake border, and it's located up in this area just off of I-80 East. So your main freeway running north and south in Utah is I-15. That's going to take you into neighboring states. It'll take you south all the way to Vegas or even to Disneyland if you wanted to go that far. Disneyland will take you about 10 hours. Vegas will take you about 6. So as it sits off of I-80 East, that is how you'd want to get there. So if you were coming from the airport to Sugar House, you would jump onto I-80 East. Then you're going to kind of probably loop on either to this 215 loop. No, you're going to loop onto I-15 for sure, and then you're going to loop back onto I-80. So there's a little bit of squealiness going over here because once you get from the airport, you have to head east, and then you have to hit the I-15 and then back onto I-80, and then Sugar House is right in this area over here. So that's where it sits. Another thing that's really interesting that we're going to talk about today too is if you continue on I-80 East and you go up into the mountains, you are going to run into Park City over here, which is a really fun destination. Obviously, with the Wasatch Mountains on the east, there are so many amazing places to explore. Immigration Canyon obviously is right here. You can see it on the map, but there are many, many more places that you'll want to see. So I'm going to share a couple of them with you today, but this is just an orientation
location of Salt Lake City, where Sugar House lies in that Salt Lake City. And also it'll take you 20 minutes to get to the airport if you're in Sugar House.
So looking at Utah's population map, you will notice that a huge portion of Utah is covered by the 5 national parks. So if you're looking at a population density map of Utah, you'd immediately notice that the most dense part of the area is on the western side of the Wasatch Mountains. The majority of Utah's population is concentrated along what is called the Wasatch Front, where cities like Salt Lake City and Provo and Ogden are located. This urban corridor is where you'll find the majority of Utah's 3.3 million residents, all packed in between this dramatic peaks of the Wasatch Range and the Great Salt Lake to the west. Speaking of the Wasatch Mountains, they are more than just a backdrop. They're the playground for many outdoor activities and enthusiasts who live in the area. From skiing in the winter to hiking and mountain biking in the summer, these mountains play a central role in Utah life. The density map will also show less populated regions as you move further south and east, where the desert landscapes and the smaller towns dominate. You'll also notice in Salt Lake City and Utah Lake areas, 2 major bodies of water that will not heavily be populated around those shores, serve as a key recreational ecological landmarks. The Great Salt Lake, for instance, is famous for its high salinity and the unique wildlife that it supports. Overall, Utah's population density map reflects a state that's deeply connected to geography, crowded cities next to rugged mountains, and expansive, sparsely populated desert and lakes.
So this is fun because now you can see like your little jaunt from Sugar House to downtown. So you can see here, like you start here at Sugar House and then you take the I-80, you're gonna head west, and then you loop onto I-15 and you make it right to downtown Salt Lake in just a short 10 minutes. You can see why it also is very close. The Salt Lake City Airport, you just head over this way and you can make it to the Salt Lake City Airport in about 15 minutes. So this is really fun. This also narrows in a little bit more. You can see some of the neighborhoods and some of the other hot spots on this map, not just the cities. So you can see that like the Sunnyside East, you've got the zoo over in this area, and then there's some other different fun neighborhoods, but we are focusing on Sugar House today. And ooh, I just love Sugar House Park. We're going to talk about that too. So you'll get to see some really cool images of Sugar House Park because it is a local hotspot. So there you have it. There's a little bit closer up to see how you'd get from Sugar House right down to downtown Salt Lake. Okay, so this is a really great way to see that original. So that Sugar House Park area and the Highland High School area, that was like the first prison in Utah, and it was in Sugar House. And there's some pretty funny pictures of like the inmates. They seem actually pretty happy to be there, in my opinion. I was kind of researching, but anyway, that is now all park area and the Highland High School. So this is close up on a map so that you can see how that is just right off of I-15 East. You just jump off and Sugar House is just right there in the hubbub walkability of the area. So you will love that portion of Salt Lake City if you like to be the center of it all.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of Sugar House Park. Guess what? It used to be a prison a long time ago, and now it's like the jewel of Sugar House neighborhood. Spanning over 110 acres, this park is year-round favorite for the locals. Whether you're in the mood for a jog, a picnic, or some winter sledding, this park has it all. Plus, the views of the Wasatch Mountain make it a perfect backdrop. Some Insta-worthy photos. Just 2 years after it was settled, Sugar House became home to the Sugar House Prison, the first state prison in Utah, which wasn't closed until 1951. The land became a high school and 110-acre Sugar House Park, now one of the neighborhood's crown jewels. Living in Sugar House means enjoying sledding, walking, sports, and picnics at the park and its picturesque pond that is fun at all times. Sugar House Park Loop is 1.7 miles. It has a cute community garden. It's pet friendly. You can go and feed the ducks. You can play at the park. You can read. You can enjoy the views. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you will be the first to know all the juicy details about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, and Utah's lifestyle. My name is Janet with Living in Salt Lake. We get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking for us to help them make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah, and surrounding suburbs. And guess what? We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Our contact information is in the description below. We can help you make that smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah, and surrounding suburbs. Okay, let me tell you about a couple that I worked with that was trying to have children for years. After 5 years of marriage with no luck, they decided it was high time to invest in a home. They found an adorable little 1-bedroom house that was perfect for the 2 of them at the time, affordable, cozy, and just right for 2. But as life would have it, they got serious about starting a family. They sought some professional help, and boom, they were expecting their first child. Then boom, their second child. And if that wasn't enough, the wife called to let me know the big news. They were expecting twins. They were beyond thrilled, but suddenly their cute little 1-bedroom home was bursting at the seams. With 2 kids and another 2 on the way, they realized that they needed much more space, and they really needed a yard. Their dream was to stay in the same charming small town close to work and family. So we got to work listing their home. However, we hit a little bit of a snag with some quirky boundary issues and easements. Apparently, the previous owner had been doing some strange splitting of parcels and land, but there were some reporting mistakes along the way. No worries though. We worked through it all. In the end, they sold their home to a single guy in town, and guess what? They bought a place from their neighbors who were moving to a new home deeper in town. Now everyone is settled with the right amount of space, still enjoying the small town charm that they all love. It was such a rewarding experience to help them find the perfect new home. I believe that homes and people match. It's about lifestyle, it's about connection, it's emotional and sticky. It can catch you by surprise if you are trying to see it as a sheerly logical decision. That is why I guide my clients step by step through the home buying and selling process. I'm Janet Marroquin with Coldwell Banker Realty, and my website is janetsellshomesinutah.com. Are you looking for a little peace and quiet? Hidden Hollow Nacho area is your go-to spot, at least for the locals anyway. Tucked away in the heart of Sugar House, this scenic area has a small creek, walking paths, and a chance to connect with nature. It's a great place to unwind and enjoy some peace and calm amid the bustling neighborhood. Hidden Hollow is a hidden gem in the bustling Sugar House neighborhood of Salt Lake City. It's tucked away amid the urban sprawls. It offers a peaceful retreat where nature can provide the calming flow of Parley's Creek, shaded walking paths, and diverse native plants. What makes Hidden Hollow so special is the contrast. It's like suburban living stumbling upon a little oasis next to shopping centers and bustling streets. People love the serene atmosphere, which makes it perfect for a quick walk, a quiet picnic, or even a bit of bird watching. The space may be small, just 3 acres, but it feels much larger thanks to the towering trees and thoughtful layout. There's also a rich history here, as the area was revived by local school children in the 1990s and has been preserved for the community ever since. Hidden Hollow is especially popular to those who are seeking an easy, family-friendly outdoor escape without having to leave the city. Plus, it's a great starting point if you want to connect to the larger Sugar House part for a longer adventure. Whether you're a local looking to unwind or a visitor wanting to discover a less-known spot, Hidden Hollows delivers a delightful slice of nature in the heart of the city. Sugar House is full of quaint single-family homes flourishing with front yard gardens interspersed with local businesses. Take a stroll around the neighborhoods in Sugar House District and you might just see vines overflowing from garden fences, rainbow flags dangling in windows, and yard signs saying, "Protect Wild Utah." Residents in Sugar House neighborhoods are locally minded, progressive, and passionate. Young energy and neighborhood dedication is a mix, as you have college students sharing the block with young families and long-standing residents. The best way to get to know the Sugar House neighborhood is on foot. So stroll the streets north of 2100 South before following Parley's Trail from the Commons into Sugar House Park. This charming area is a hidden gem that blends old world charm with modern flair. Bordering Sugar House, you might just love 15th and 15th, a little district which is not too far from downtown Salt Lake. It sits located at 1500 South and 1500 East. Here you will find tree-lined streets with many homes being built in the 1940s and 1950s. 15th and 15th is located within walking distance of Sugar House Park. Within the neighborhood of 15th and 15th, you will find several unique boutiques, shops, and restaurants. Some local favorites are Thule Bakery and the King's English Bookshop. It's the perfect place to spend an afternoon browsing through books and soaring into the neighborhood's unique vibe. As one of Salt Lake's oldest neighborhoods, Sugar House is home to many bungalows from 1920s to the 1930s. Homes in this community are known for their old world charm and architectural detail, like arched doorways and handcrafted built-ins. Pride in ownership really shows along the mature tree-lined streets with homes carefully maintained and gardens blooming. The average home price in Sugar House is around $464,000, higher than many areas in Salt Lake. Within this budget, you can likely find a 3-bedroom, under 2,000 square foot home. If you choose Sugar House, you'll be within the Salt Lake City School District and served by the Highland High School, which is next to Sugar House Park with more than 1,500 students. What are your biggest motivations? Why would you move to Utah? Why or why not Sugar House? What do you want to hear more about in my videos? Leave me a comment below, or better yet, book a Zoom call with me so that I can answer your personal questions. Let's talk about Park City. Ever wonder what it's like to live in a town where luxury meets adventure? Welcome to Park City, Utah, where Olympic ski runs, world-class dining, and a touch of Hollywood magic are all a part of daily life. Park City is best known for its incredible skiing and snowboarding. In fact, it's home to Park City Mountain Resort, one of the largest ski areas in the United States, and the famous Deer Valley Resort, which is constantly ranked among the top skiing destinations. But it's not just a winter wonderland. Park City has just as much to offer in the summer months with hikes, mountain biking, zip lining adventures. You might also be surprised to learn that Park City has a rich mining history. Long before the ski slopes took over, the town was a thriving silver mine hub. Some of the old mining structures still dot the mountainside today, adding a little of historic flair to our outdoor adventures. Park City is also the home of the Sundance Film Festival, the largest independent film festival in the United States. Each year, the festival brings Hollywood stars and indie filmmakers to town, turning the mountainside retreat into a bustling hub for film lovers. And did you know that Park City was a key venue during the 2002 Winter Olympics? You can still visit Olympic Park and even try your hand at bobsledding down the same track used by Olympians. Whether you're in it for the powder, the film festival buzz, or the stunning mountain views, Park City always has something fun, glamorous, and adventurous to offer. Okay, listen up. Here's a little bit of juicy gossip about Park City, a little local drama for you. Tech billionaire Matthew Prince, CEO of Cloudflare, is at the center of this heated local dispute over his plans to build a mega mansion in Park City, Utah. Normally, he's enjoying a quiet afternoon of skiing, but Prince was less serene as he defended his project, which has sparked opposition from several neighbors. Leading the charge against him are his nearest neighbors, along with 8 other property owners. So they've filed an appeal to challenge the construction of the mansion, arguing that it violates some zoning laws. Frustrated by this pushback, Prince's LLC, Pesky Porcupine, filed a countersuit against the Hermans, accusing them of failing to control their cute little mountain dogs, which were allegedly harassing people on Prince's property. While the lawsuit seemed like the Hermans appealed, Price admitted enough was enough after facing continuous opposition to his building plans. Despite the legal tension, Price, who's worth $3.4 billion, remains confident. He even bought the local newspaper so he could decide what they were going to say about the whole situation. Prince himself downplays the broader interest in the conflict, attributing the backlash to misinformation, and insists that he's just protecting his property rights. The situation has turned into a little bit of a local showdown, which with both sides who are still accusing each other of unfair tactics. In short, it's a classic case of high-stake neighborhood drama with a dash of legal action and lots of snow-covered scenery. Despite this story, the majority of the Park City locals are very fun and kind and helpful. I talked with a couple who's building in the area. They laughed a little over the feud, but did express concern about the growing population and the changing atmosphere of the quaint town. They have a gorgeous ski and ski out access in their backyard. I asked if their location with all the snowfall in the area, if they were ever worried about actually getting to the grocery store. They said that they had plenty of food storage at home and were not concerned about getting snowed in. I assumed there was no way for Amazon to drive up those windy mountain roads, especially when it was snow covered, but they assured me that they always get their Amazon packages just fine. Maybe the amount of money that is contributed in that neighborhood helps them to have a thriving area and always get their packages. Park City is a rich town that attracts national attention. Lake Powell is on the border between Utah and Arizona. It's an absolute gem for outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers alike. This reservoir is the second largest in the United States. It's often hailed as one of the best getaway destinations in the country, and for good reason. Lake Powell is renowned for its breathtaking scenery. Picture yourself gliding through the pristine waters surrounded by towering sandstone cliffs that change color with the light. One of the most popular activities here is renting a houseboat and exploring the lake and its many hidden canyons and secluded coves. Whether you're fishing, sunbathing, or just soaking in the tranquility, a houseboat adventure at Lake Powell is an experience you will not forget. For those who love water sports, Lake Powell is a paradise. You can enjoy everything from wakeboarding and water skiing to kayaking and paddleboarding. The calm, warm waters makes it a perfect for both adrenaline-pumped activities and leisurely paddling through the narrow slot canyons that are only accessible by boat or kayak. If you love to camp, Lake Powell offers some of the most stunning camping spots you can imagine. Whether you're pitching a tent on the secluded beach or setting up your RV at one of the well-equipped campgrounds, you'll be treated to nights under a canopy of stars with the sound of water gently lapping on the shore nearby. The Lone Rock Beach camping area is a favorite, often directing access to the lake for stunning views right at your campsite. Lake Powell is not just about outdoor fun. It also is steeped in cultural and natural history. A visit to the Rainbow Bridge National Monument, the world's largest known natural bridge, is a must. The sacred Navajo site is accessible by boat and offers a unique glimpse into the geological wonders of the area. For a dose of history, take a tour of Glen Canyon Dam, a marvelous modern engineering that created Lake Powell. Visitors to Lake Powell constantly rave about the sheer beauty and diversity in activities that are available. From the thrill of navigating the labyrinth of the canyons by boat and serene experience of watching the sunset over the waters, reviews highlight that the lake is a place that is unforgettable to create memories. Many reviewers mentioned the exciting fishing opportunities, the well-maintained campsites, facilities, and friendly atmosphere at the marinas. Lake Powell is more than just a destination. It's an adventure that combines natural beauty, thrilling outdoor activities, and a touch of history. Whether you're there for the water sports, the camping, or just taking in the views, Lake Powell promises an experience that is as vast and varied as the landscape itself. So pack your bags, bring your sense of adventure, and get ready to explore one of Utah's most iconic natural wonders. In fact, Lake Powell was the destination of my daughter and my son's graduation trip, where they were able to rent a boat and go there with all of their friends to celebrate. What a beautiful opportunity to enjoy nature and celebrate graduating from high school. If you're planning on moving to Sugar House, you may be asking yourself, is Sugar House a good place to live? Is it right for me? If you love to be near the center of the action, the answer is a resounding yes. Sugar House is one of Salt Lake's oldest neighborhoods with a history dating back to the 1950s. Just 6 years after the Mormon pioneers, led by Brigham Young, first arrived in the valley. The new community was named Sugar House for the sugar beet fields and factories after a suggestion by Margaret, who happened to be the wife of the then Salt Lake City's mayor. Sugar House has the zip code of 84105 and 84106. As part of Salt Lake's grid system, the boundaries of Sugar House are from 500 East to Foothill Drive and between 1300 South to Salt Lake City limits, which are around 3000 South. Still, many businesses and residential streets just outside these boundaries use the Sugar House name. Sugar House is near 1100 East to 2100 South at the north end of Highland Drive. Sugar House itself is south of downtown Salt Lake City. It's bordered by South Salt Lake to the west and the neighborhood of East Mill Creek and the city of Mill Creek to the south. The Wasatch Mountains define the neighborhood's eastern border. If you're moving to Sugar House, you'll want to know how to get around and the quality of the local public public transit, especially if you plan on living in Sugar House without relying on a car. If you work in Salt Lake City or South Salt Lake, you'll find it easy to get around using the S line. One of the busiest bus routes is Route 21, operated by the Utah Transit Authority, which runs down 2100 South through Sugar House. If you're relocating to Sugar House, Utah, be prepared for staying busy. As one of the hippest neighborhoods in Salt Lake City, there's always something to see and do with interesting shops, award-winning restaurants, and fun attractions. Ready to explore the best restaurants in Sugar House? The Dodo restaurant at Sugar House Park has been a community staple since 1981, with an upscale yet casual environment with classics like honey baked salmon and chilled Asian salad pasta. For something a little different, try Spitz Sugar House for Mediterranean street food. Sugar House Barbecue is another neighborhood staple. It's the only place that you'll ever want to go for Memphis-style barbecue. When you're ready to hit the town, you'll find no shortage of trendy bars and comfortable lounges that become your regular hangouts. Campfire Lounge, a dog-friendly hangout, complete with fire pits, delivers the nostalgia of the summer camping, while Club Carumba is a place to dance the night away to Latin music. The Sugar House lifestyle can best be summed up as active and fun-loving. The neighborhood's walkable layout means it isn't uncommon to see your neighbors jogging, cycling, or strolling by at all hours of the day. It's a popular pastime to stroll along the boutique-lined streets, walking down the street for dinner, and enjoying a bit of shopping. Sugar House is known for its exciting nightlife with fun clubs, cocktail bars, and lounges. You'll also be just 20 minutes from some of the area's best ski resorts, and many Sugar House residents take advantage of that constantly with frequenting their skiing trips. If you are considering a move to Utah, give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. My information is in the description below. I will be happy to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah, and surrounding suburbs. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.